Okay. We just finished filming another episode right before this. So
Yeah.
Ooh,
How's it going?
good afternoon,
good. How
sir.
about you?
Not too
Everything
bad.
well? What are you guys drinking?
We are drinking. So I just went on a trip to Newfoundland, Canada, and we have from Newfoundland Distillery Co. It's a chaga rum. It's a Guyanese rum with Newfoundland chaga mushrooms and honey.
Chaga mushrooms and honey? That sounds good.
I've not tried this one, so I'm very
What are they
interested.
actually? Are they mushrooms or shrooms?
I hope it's not shrooms.
It's gonna be a real trippy interview if that's the case.
I mean, it would be an interesting interview if you guys were all fucking fucked up.
Actually, you want to know the
I'm
funny
just
thing
saying.
is, my parents, where's the volume here? They have in their lawn, actually mushrooms, hallucinogenic mushrooms grow in their lawn. And
Really?
when I was there, my dad's like, I need to get rid of these just in case. I guess he knows me a little too
You,
well.
you got rid of them?
He
If you
got
don't
rid of
worry, Dad,
them.
I'll help you out.
Well, there's a lot of mushrooms that grow there. Edible hallucinogenics. Actually, some of the best, we're going off track here actually, but some of the best mushrooms in the world come from Newfoundland.
You're desperate. You're from Newfoundland?
I'm from Toronto, but my parents are from Newfoundland. So they came to Toronto when they were teenagers, and that's where they started their life together. And but it's somewhere I frequent a lot. Nice place.
Very cool.
Um,
I think I have a friend. I don't know if he's from Newfoundland, from Labrador. Uh, Dean Parsons from Epic Cigars.
okay. Oh, Epic. Yes,
He's
yes.
either from Newfoundland or from Labrador. Labrador's another place like very, very far away, right? Epic, yeah, Epic. Dean
Yeah,
Parsons,
so
big
Labrador,
black dude that is built like a bear but acts like a teddy bear.
wasn't he a police officer before getting into cigars?
Yes, he was.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
he was a police officer. Then he moved to Terrenas to Cabarete.
Yeah.
That's where I met him in the North Coast, and and then he started cigars.
Yeah, I remember reading his story
It was
about that
real
because I
estate at that point.
yeah, I've
Turks
tried
and
a few
Caicos.
epics. They're
Oh, good.
so he's from Labrador?
He's either from Labrador or Newfoundland. Which was the furthest one away?
The furthest one would be Newfoundland.
Well, he's from Newfoundland. I remember
There
it was
we
like
go. All right.
somewhere where it goes. So
Well, we need to do a Newfoundland episode and get him on the podcast. That would be a
yeah,
good
sure
one
thing,
too.
man. Yeah, good
He's
guy, very good guy.
yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, I remember reading about his story and I was like, okay, he's Canadian and okay, that would be a good one to try. So, welcome Cigar Talk Toronto. We have Enrique from Matilde Cigars, so welcome.
Hello.
Welcome
Thank
to
you
the
for having me.
podcast. And thanks again we say this a lot, to Karina Owen because she definitely hooks it up with us. So shout out to Karina, amazing person. So make sure you all go and check her out on Instagram at StayinClassyOwen. And
That is correct.
yeah, welcome to the podcast. So how's your day going?
Oh, it is great, man. Saturdays for me, I wake up early, do my own thing, read a little bit, and then my kids wake up, and I spend the whole day with my kids. Usually, every Saturday, I come actually in my mother's backyard. I come have breakfast, brunch, lunch, and spend the whole day with my family and
Okay.
my kids. So it's like every other Saturday that I have. Come here, smoke a cigar. Now I'm with you guys. But I spend the Saturdays that I am in Santo Domingo with my mother and my kids.
Oh,
So it's a beautiful Saturday.
beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to be smoking the Matilde. So I got a question for you. Is it because I've heard two things, like Porsche. Is it Matilde or Matilde?
Matilde.
Mat
Matilde.
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 Okay.
Matilde.
Matilde, yeah.
So we're gonna
Matilde.
be smoking the Matilde Canada Exclusivo.
Ah, it's a tasty cigar.
We
That is a
haven't
very
tried
tasty
it
cigar.
yet.
And it's only in Canada, right?
It
Ah.
is.
It smells really good.
Yeah, hopefully you guys won't be disappointed. It's a cigar, as you can see. It's fully Canada exclusive, including the band.
So I got a
Um,
question for you.
it's a cigar we recently launched. What's up?
Yeah. It was what, a few months ago that you launched it?
Yeah, it was launched for Canada Day, but it was
Okay.
distributed during Canada Day. It's Canada Day's July 4th, right?
Yes. July 1st.
Which
First.
always confuses me because it's first, because fourth
Yes.
is Independence.
Independence Day.
Mhm. But it
Um,
was distributed, launched and distributed in Canada Day.
what inspired you to come up with a Canadian exclusive cigar?
Um, well, it's kind of simple. We started Matilde as a way of having a brand that was accessible, that was inclusive, all the good stuff that everybody does starts a brand with. And one of my first partners, or my first patrons, let's say, was our distributors in Canada, Brigham Enterprises.
Okay.
I've known him from way, way before. I knew Dan Moore a long time ago. They distribute cigars for the factory that my father worked for, which is Tabacalera de Garcia. So they were one of the first distributors to bring in Matilde. And we've always had the conversation about how Canada has this huge handicap, which is United States, plus your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So you have taxes, which I believe it's way over 300%. So I know, like, for a fact, like, our cigar is like 20 something dollars,
Yeah.
which is inexpensive in Canada, but extremely expensive in the rest of the world, right?
Yeah.
And we spent 1 year distributing cigars, 2 years, 3 years. It came to a point, I think it was 2018. So 4 years later, I was just, shooting shit, talking. I say, what can we do for you guys, for our partners? Because one of the things that we've always believed is that we don't have customers, we have partners. Brigham is my distribution partner. They're our arm in Canada. So I trust their judgment completely when it comes to that, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking about what could we do to do something for Canada. And then we started talking about the pricing and cost, and we said, you know what, let's do a Canada exclusive. That way there's no comparison, there's no benchmark.
Yeah.
It is what it is. This is a cigar you only get in Canada, and it's only place you're gonna get it is in Canada and Dominican Republic.
Oh, so you can get
Because
it in the Dominican as well.
anything that I manufacture, dude, I'm Dominican. I make cigars in Dominican Republic. 80% of the tobaccos are usually Dominican. And one of the
Okay.
things I've always said, and my dad always said, is that Dominicans have to smoke all of our cigars. Doesn't matter if it's an exclusive, if it's a limited edition. We have to bring at least some quantities. Like, for example, this release of Canada exclusive has not reached Dominican Republic yet, because I don't release them together, right?
Yeah.
But I do have a batch set apart for the Dominican market because I want Dominicans to be able to smoke our cigars.
Okay.
But so that was it. That was the inspiration behind it, saying I want to say thank you to Canada. I want to say thank you to our distribution partners in Brigham, and create something that is uniquely Canadian, uniquely for Canada, where there's no benchmark or comparison.
Well, we appreciate that because we are definitely handicapped up here, and yeah, it's I think it's 25 and some change plus tax up here for the cigar, which is, for the average good cigar, that's what you're gonna pay up here, between 25 $35. And it's funny because when we say that to our American friends, they look at us like, holy shit, like that's crazy. We're like, that's just the average good cigar up here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad.
It's crazy. The first time I did a trip to Canada, it was the same thing. One thing is when people tell you, right?
Mhm.
There's a saying in the Dominican Republic or in Spanish, no es lo mismo llamar el diablo que verlo venir. It's not the same, calling the devil to actually see him coming towards you, right?
Hmm.
So I understood we talked about the pricing and all these, ridiculous prices on cigars. But then I go to a cigar shop and I see a full humidor where your cheapest, your most inexpensive good cigar is, as you're saying, is 20, 25, $30. I mean, a cigar that's, $15 in the United States, it's $85 in Canada. And I
Yeah.
was
Oh
like,
yeah.
holy shit, motherfucker. I can swear here, right? I suppose.
Yeah.
It's
And I was like, I was stupefied. So, I'm very glad that we have the opportunity to be able to bring something to put something in the market, in the Canadian market, where it's exclusive for you guys.
I think not a lot of people know about this cigar either. And right off the start, I like the fact of it's really smoky. I like a smoky
Mhm.
cigar. I like the show of the smoke.
Mhm.
And I think we lost him there for a second.
You lost me?
Yeah,
We hear you,
we
just
can
the
hear you.
video.
We just see your name.
My name's bigger than my face. Give me a second. What happened? Let's see. Got
There
it.
we are.
I'm back. I am
Um,
back. So you were saying?
yeah, right off the start, I like a smoky cigar.
Mhm.
From the start of just lighting it, it's smoky. The draw is good. I like the band. I like the maple leaf on the band.
It's a
Um,
very classy band.
it is, yeah, actually. And it makes us feel good that there's something made just for us.
Hey,
Well, and at least and it's also a good cigar.
Mm,
You know that when we were designing I work with a great team of guys. They're called Fieras, and they do most of my design and branding. And you'll notice in most of our cigars, our branding is very simple. I like to keep
mhm.
it simple, stupid. I think the simpler you are, the more memorable uh image is going to be. And I was planning on doing it kind of exclusive and explaining everything to them. So basically, what we did, if you notice, is that we took our logo, our Matilde logo, or our Matilde cigar band, and we merged it with a maple leaf. But you still have our S, you still have the woman in the middle, which is protected by the S, but
I
making sure
noticed
it's
that, yeah.
Canada, which is a maple.
hmm
And when the first time that we came out with that, as you guys know, Brigham, they also have their humidors, right? So our first release in 2018, before you had the plain packaging,
Hmm.
these cigars came in a beautiful 100 count humidor that had that same Canada exclusive logo with a cursive writing, Canada exclusivo, just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And the plan was to keep on doing it every year with this type of branding. Unfortunately, because we wanted to mix, our cigars Matilde with the branding of or their humidors, no?
Yeah.
But then, plain packaging came. We got that shit green, which looks amazing in all the cigars, and we stopped the project because of the concept of the branding, right? And last about I think 18 months, so last year or 2 years ago, we said, when let's bring it back. Let's do it again. Let's start with the kind of exclusive. Even though, unfortunately, it's covered up by the shit green, the plain packaging brand, and we can have that beautiful humidor. We still have a beautiful cigar and a great tasting cigar that you guys can enjoy. But we decided to bring it back in and start working with Canada exclusives again.
Yeah, I mean, so far I'm enjoying this one from the start, actually. I've always heard some cigars, it takes about the first eighth to get through before you start getting the flavors, but so far this one is a hit from the start. I
Thank you.
do
It's
I
a
do actually one of the first cigars I ever smoked was the Matilde Quadrata.
Quadrada, yeah. Mhm.
I love that cigar. That's a really good cigar.
I would agree with you. I'm a little bit biased, but I would agree with you. I think I would say it's our most underrated cigar. For me, that cigar is a cigar that has beautiful balance, beautiful complexity, has a very long finish.
Yeah.
It's one of our underperformers or lowest sellers, I would say. That's why I say it's undervalued or under just lying beneath the radar. But I love that cigar in the Robusto size. It's a beautiful smoke. This gives you that nice for me, it's like, it's like when you smoke it, you feel like you have like a piece of meat that's like chunky.
Yeah.
It lingers in the palate like rich tobacco. It's got that nice cherry, which is not super sweet, but that cherry sweetness towards it. Retro, it's got beautiful spices. It's just a beautiful balanced cigar. So
I'll
I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It was one of your first cigars. It's a beautiful cigar to start with.
I'll tell you a quick story. I've only been smoking cigars since December 24, so not even a
Okay.
year. And I went to a cigar store. I walked in. I was like, I don't know anything about anything. I want to try them. And it was recommended to me, the Quadrata. So people that smoke cigars, they know about the Quadrata.
That's a beautiful thing.
And
That's a great thing.
I definitely enjoyed it. It was actually of the five cigars I picked up that day, that's the only cigar that stood out that I was like, I will buy this cigar and smoke it again.
Okay, you went in for the first time to smoke a cigar and you bought five?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a gutsy motherfucker. Usually people just get one cigar. Let me see if I like it. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna like this shit. Let's go all out. Give me a box of that, a box of that, and a box of this.
Well, that's really like that's the whole concept of the podcast. Like we just hit the ground running and we wherever it goes and we adapt as we go. Like literally I started smoking cigars and we talked about it. So we've been friends for like 17, 18 years. And
Okay.
none of us really smoked cigars. And we're just like, we got this idea for a podcast. Yeah, let's do it. And we started it in April and we hit the ground running and away we go. And it's been pretty great.
That's awesome, man. It's a beautiful thing to do. And
So were
it's a
you
beautiful community too.
It is. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah.
so were you like smoking cigars before you got into the company, or was this something you started doing after?
No, viejo, I grew up in this shit. So I'm second generation. So my dad started in the cigar industry in 1974. And for him, it was sheer coincidence. He was an industrial engineer. He got hired by what is now Tabacalera de Garcia.
Okay.
And he wasn't even making cigars initially. He was working on the tobacco, the loads for broadleaf, Pennsylvania broadleaf, Connecticut broadleaf, and Connecticut shade. They used to bring them to the Dominican Republic and they used to select, strip, and do all the mowing and everything here. And his first job became his love, his passion, and his everything. So he only got hired once in his whole life. He went through 7 or 8 mergers. So he had the same employers from 1974 up until his retirement in 2012.
Wow, that's pretty
Same job,
impressive.
same everything. Well, not same job. He built his way up to being the VP of Operations and Master Blender for the company in '84. But it was his only employer, his only company that he worked for his whole life. And then he retired, and we started working with Matilde. So for me, I used to rollerblade in a cigar. It was a huge factory. I mean, my dad employed about 5,000 people, made 25 to 50 million cigars, depending on the year and how the cigar sales were. So it was like I think it was a 50,000 square feet, 5,000, 6,000 square meters. So I used to bike in the cigar factory. I used to roll in the cigar factory. My summer jobs were at the cigar factory. I used to fall asleep in tobacco bales. But Dominican Republic is very hot.
We should be calling you
And
Mr. Cigar.
yeah, I mean, really, it's a cool thing. And being able to experience that, it's a very cool thing. There were cold rooms for tobacco for the wrappers, and it was they're kept about 60. After rollerblading and shit like that, I used to go there and lie down to cool down. But I was raised in the cigar industry. I was raised by a cigar guy. It doesn't mean that I wanted to be a cigar maker my whole life. Which, if I say that, like I woke up one day at 5 and I said this is gonna be my dream. That's bullshit. Um, I love cigars. I smoked cigars since I was 16. I've been smoking cigars for a very long time. But what really brought me into the industry was my dad and the way he worked, the way he leaded the company, his leadership style. And he was very people focused. And shit, he never had a syndicate or never had a like an issue. Like imagine with 5,000 people, like never ever had like an uprising, let's say, right?
Yeah.
Um, so that's what really attracted me. Like I went to college, I was blessed. I was able to go to the States for college. I did, undergrad, masters, and I came back. I'm like, I want to work with you. I want to learn from you. And I want to learn tobacco, but I want to learn from you. That was my thing. What really brought me into this industry was my father, not the tobacco itself, which I
Yeah.
love.
And I see he was inducted into the Cigar Aficionado Hall of Fame, so that probably helped you guys out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's people say my dad's kind of a big deal. So I mean, he was one of the founding members of Pro Cigar, which is a cigar association in the Dominican Republic. He was inducted in the Cigar Aficionado Hall of Fame. He won other prizes, the Cigar Trophy Man of the Year in France. He ran the largest manufacturing operation in the world up until his retirement. So he was responsible for your non-Cuban Montecristos, Romeo y Julieta, H. Utman. He had his own line, his signature cigars, the Vega Finas he developed. So he developed all these lines, right? And so he worked with a great company. He worked with great people, but he was spearheading the manufacturing, the blending for this company. Never did it alone. I can't say my dad worked alone because he didn't. He had 12 managers. They all worked together, and that's something I learned from him. You work together with the people you have
Yeah.
because one head is, five headed is better than one, right? Or three.
Mhm.
After you get more heads, it's just too much. Pero he is because it was his passion, it was what he loved. He dedicated his life towards it. So it showed. It showed behind the product. It showed behind the people, behind the quality, and behind the recognition. As you said, the Cigar Aficionado Hall of Fame, Pro Cigar, all the prizes, the top 25s, and all that he got. It came because he loved what he did. He wasn't searching for it, which is, I think, one of the biggest points of success for any business is that you're not searching for recognition. You're not searching to be the greatest or be recognized as the greatest. You're just thriving to do the best that you can. And that's how you get where my dad got, I would say.
It's if you were to look back, for example, would you like do you see your life taking any other path than the cigar business? Is there anything other than the cigar business that if you were to sit back and envision your life, like that's what you would have been doing, if not this?
You know what? Right now, no. I mean, I wouldn't see myself anywhere else, like at this point in my life, or 10 years ago. No. But honestly, as I said, if my dad were a banker, I'd be in banking. If my dad were, in lumber, I'd be in lumber because I literally said I want to work with you. It ended up happening because this industry is a beautiful industry. Tobacco is amazing. The process is amazing. It's an art form. I call it industrialized art, right? Because you're repeating the same process every time, but every single cigar that you make, it's an art form. It's a piece of art made by two people, a bunch in a row, right?
Yeah.
And every cigar is unique. There's no way a cigar can be the same as the other, right? So it's
So what it
industrialized art. It's I would say it's one of the few handmade industries that it's handmade from the moment you start, you plant your seed, to the moment you cut it and light it, right? So I'm blessed that my dad was working in this industry and I grew up in this industry. But I would say that if my dad were doing whatever it was, shit, if my dad was fucking stealing, I'd be stealing with him because he'd be great at it. So just I just really followed his footsteps. He was my mentor and my guide. He was like the north.
That's pretty cool.
So in terms of that process, like when you're starting a new cigar line, what does that process look like?
The shit show.
Yeah.
So there's different ways you can make a cigar, or you could go into making or creating a cigar. You have, a blend that you just create and you love it. You say, we're gonna make a cigar out of, or we're gonna make a brand out of this blend, which I love. You're always making blends and working with blends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have what the Canada exclusive is. A Canada exclusive, it had its reasoning. It had we're looking for a medium-bodied cigar with a lot of flavor. So we have a concept of what we're looking for, and then you blend towards that concept, right?
Okay.
Or then you have somebody that says, I want this X, Y, Z, and you go through there. Usually, for us, it's either the first, which you have a concept, and we'll talk about a few things that we did that had a reasoning behind it, or just basically I'd say, okay, we're missing this type of profile in our portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
So you start making a cigar towards that profile that you're missing. If you look at our portfolio within our core lines of Matilde, you have Matilde Serena, which is a mild to medium cigar, creamy, clean, not aggressive at all to the palate. Then you have the stepping stone with the Serena Maduro, that is medium under in strength, has more depth, but it's still that Serena family, which is medium under. Anybody can smoke it, right? But we were looking for cigars that were mild, but had flavor and character, so they won't be boring. Then we had the Renacer, which is medium in strength, full in flavor. It was our first cigar. So we wanted to make sure you could smoke it any time. Then we went to the Cuadrata, medium plus, Oscura, medium plus. So we created a group of core lines that hit different profiles. They're totally different cigars, totally different brands. And we were looking for each type of profile. Because one thing that you don't do is that you don't blend towards jasmine or towards cherry or towards you blend towards balance. Your palate has sweetness, salty, acidity, amargo, and just balance, right? So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the macro profile. Then the rest is very subjective, right? So you start looking towards that. You can blend around a certain tobacco, which is also what I found a tobacco that I really like. I want to make a cigar with this tobacco. So you blend towards making that cigar complement being your main tobacco. But everything's a process, and you just start working with it. Blending is simple. You start in point A, you keep trying and trying, you go back and go back. You find at D that you liked it, you make a few of them, let them age, smoke them. As time progresses, something's wrong, go back to point D, start tweaking, and just keep on doing it until you find the profile that you're looking for. What happens in time is that the more you do this, the more experience you have, the more your palate gets attuned to the tobaccos that you're working with. You know that tobacco A doesn't work with tobacco Z.
Mm-hmm.
So you just start jumping different processes that you like. I remember when I started working with tobacco, I used to tell my dad, I want to do this blend with, tobacco 1, 2, 3. And automatically was like, no, it won't work. What do you mean? Like, nope, it's not going to work. Because he's already been there, done that. That's what creates a master blender, right? It's like, that's what's a master chef? Master chef is somebody that, I'll tell you a story about the Oscura. Oscura was a cigar that was finished by my father, but was created by my brother Ricardo. And we use, in this case, they use a Pennsylvania Doble Ligero, rounded up with Dominican and a little bit of Nicaraguan. But when my brother had his final blend, right, set up, there was something missing. I mean, there was just something that, it wasn't quite there yet. And my dad came in. My brother says, hey, Dad, try this. And he's like, there's something. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Ricardo. There's something missing. He went up, smoked a cigar, smoked about 2.5 inches of the cigar. And he goes, Ricardo, do you still have some of that Condega Aviso left over of this and this yet? Like, yeah. Change this for that. That was it.
Damn.
Finish that blend in 2 seconds.
Hmm.
I mean, if it were for us, we would have tried once, twice, maybe 3 or 4 iterations. He just saw there was something missing and said, this would make it work. And that's what a master blender is. That's what my dad was. And that's where the experience comes in. So it's just a process, man. And every process is different. It might start with a tobacco. It might start with a macro blend profile, or it might just start with a brand, saying, I want this brand. I want to make a brand. I want to make sure it's fresh. So you look for a profile that's fresh, or I'll make sure it's a brand that has strong cigars. It depends on your brand look and feel, and you blend towards that.
It's yeah, it's crazy when you use that comparison because like when you take a master chef, like a master blender, and let's just say you're cooking a steak and you got this spice with this spice, and you're like, okay, but if you use this spice, it'll highlight the flavors of this spice with this spice. It's just that experience and knowledge to say, yeah, there is something missing, add this, and that's gonna bring all this together. Like that's crazy.
Or the other cool thing is that the cigar is great, but this would make it better.
Mm-hmm.
So
Period.
you're Kirk.
And if you don't have the experience,
Mm.
you can't say this will make it better.
Yeah.
I was talking to there's a restaurant which was recently opened in Santiago called Ten, and we're talking to the chef. He was talking about his process of making food.
Mhm.
I was like, so what's your process? I was just curious about comparing a food of a Michelin star chef. He came from a Michelin star restaurant in New York and set up a restaurant here, the Dominican Republic. And what's your process? And how long does it take you to make a food or a recipe? Like, it could either be a week or it can be months. It could be months and months and months. Because it's the same thing as we're talking about. He starts like making this rice. The rice tastes great like that, and maybe nobody's gonna notice a difference, but there's missing something. And you put something in, and then he put it in the back burner, go back at okay, let's try this rice again. Sorry, and keeps on going and going and going until he's like, this is it, done. It's the same thing with the making of cigars. Sometimes there's a cigar that's there but not quite there yet, and you put in the back burner, come back in, put it in the back burner, come back in until you find that key piece. That happened to me with with my dad. My dad passed away November 6th, and he was diagnosed with Parkinson's about 15 years ago. His last couple of years, were downturn to health and stuff like that. And I was actually sitting back here smoking a cigar. And I was thinking that people usually pay homage to their loved ones when they're dead, when they're gone. Oh, let's do this in honor of my dad, of my late father. So, fuck it. I want to thank my dad. As I said,
Yeah.
I'm here because of him. I speak English because of him, because of the schools he put me through and everything. I owe everything to my parents. So, I want to thank him. My dad was a very humble guy, not materialistic. He needed very few things. He had it all. I mean, he had his family, he had his dream job, he could play golf, which is everything. He spent his money playing golf. Didn't care for travel, anything like that. But what was I gonna give them? Like, fuck, I'm gonna give him a cigar. So we started a process of making it the Para Jose Seijas. And the brand of the cigar is literally, if you transcribe it or you translate it to English, it's for Jose Seijas, made to honor my father. Para Jose Seijas, hecho para honrar a mi padre. Right? And it was a way for me and my family to say thank you to him. And it represents his three loves and passions, which was tobacco, his only job, family. He worked for the family. It's the only cigar that we have to date with our last name. So it's that legacy, right?
Yeah.
Tobacco, it's 100% Dominican cigar with a beautiful Habano Colombian wrap.
We actually
And
we
my
picked
dad,
up some of those today too, the tribute cigar.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to trying that one as well. We picked those up today.
you're gonna love it. And not only that, you're helping out. Because the last thing I think my dad, what he really loved was helping people. So for every box that we sold, we donate part of the proceeds to the Parkinson's Fund. We are donating part of the proceeds to the Parkinson's
Right
Foundation
on.
in the
Oh,
Dominican
okay.
Republic.
That's really
But with that,
good.
dude, I think you got to give back. I mean,
Yeah.
we're blessed. I don't have all the money in the world, but we're very well off. Thank God. My kids are well. We have food. We have a roof. We have a great company. We're in a great industry. You got to give back. I mean,
That's
it's something that
definitely,
goes.
yeah, that's something with humans. I think when you reach a certain level, you need to give back in some way, shape, or form because I always believe like as quickly as you attain it, you could lose it all. And to be able to give back while you can, I mean, that just shows you as a person, the type of person you are. So I'm gonna just exclude myself for 1 second. I'm gonna go grab the cigar and I'll be back in 1 second. You guys continue.
Sounds good.
So
That's
in your
all.
current portfolio, which cigar would you say is your masterpiece?
Who's your favorite kid?
Mhm.
I tell my mother all the time. I ask her who's your favorite kid. She's like, they're all the same. They're all like, that's bullshit. There's always a favorite. It's my brother. In my case, for me, the Para Jose Seijas is very dear to my heart. It's a blend
Mhm.
that took us 4 years to get, and it's not because the blends that that we created before that one were bad or nothing like it. It was just a cigar that I had to smoke it, and I had to say Jose Seijas. It had to remind me directly of my dad. Is something that he would love, right? So it's like when you get love at first sight, it had to be my dad at first sight. When you smoke that cigar, smoke the first thing, it's got to be that one. So that's a cigar that is very special for me,
Mhm.
because of the meaning it has, and it's a beautifully balanced blend.
Okay, okay.
The cigar that I smoke, honestly, that I smoke all the time from our blends, and it's not my favorite cigar, but I think it's our most versatile cigar, is a Serena, because it's a very mild cigar,
Mhm.
but it's got beautiful creaminess. It's got nice sweetness. It's clean. So it's a cigar that I can smoke without really having to think about the cigar. If that makes sense for you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I just want to light up a cigar, have a drink, chill, not get too much into the cigar. That's a cigar
Mhm.
that I smoke a lot. Then we have the special edition, which I believe Canada received a special edition as well. And that is my cigar.
Okay.
When I say that is my cigar, that is my cigar.
Mhm.
It's started as a personal project, and this is one of the cigars that we were talking about that you start a blend with tobaccos in mind. In this case, I want to use the Peruvian Pelo de Oro and an Ecuadorian Sumatran wrapper because there were two cigars, two tobaccos that my dad used in his signature blend. And the project started as a personal project that I wanted to make a blend for me to smoke all the time, constantly, and then a blend for me when I was traveling, something that the market did not have that I could use for an event or as a thank you. It was my personal blend, right? The more that we developed it, the more that it aged, the better that it got. And I remember it was 2024, 6 months before PCA. I say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna sell this shit. I want retailers to have him. I want consumers to smoke him. I don't want this to be a cigar that is only like for when people see me. I liked it so much. I say, you know what? I want to put it out there. I want consumers to smoke it because we make cigars. If I smoked all the cigars that I have, first of all, I couldn't finish them, and then I'd be broke because it's a business, right? But
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
make I want to make cigars that people love and people share. Like this story that you told me, I love it. You start with a fucking quadrata. And
Hmm.
every time I find somebody that says, I smoked this cigar and I loved it, that's the biggest homage you can get as a cigar maker, right? Saying, dude, I love your cigars. Because that's what we're looking for. We're making a cigar that we like, but our goal is for you guys to like it more, for the consumers to like it more. And I believe this cigar was going to be a cigar that was going to be loved.
Okay.
And so, put it out there. But I would say the special edition up that nowadays would be the cigar that I like the most and I smoke a lot of because it was a cigar created under my palate for me,
Mhm.
which we put out in the market.
Um, Correct me if my pronunciation is wrong. My Spanish is not the best. But so this is the Matilde Jose Sejas.
Para Jose Seijas, yes.
Guys, go pick it up. Uh, a percentage of the proceeds go to donation towards Parkinson's disease. Make sure you pick this guy up. You're doing a good thing by supporting this cigar. And on that note, we are going to take a shot for Senor Jose.
Gracias.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to take a brief moment. So, salud, Senor Jose.
Salud.
Salute.
All right. That's actually not bad rum, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Very smooth.
Yeah.
It's good to have
Um,
a shot with a smooth rum, man. It'd be really fucked up if you have some wild turkey shit there.
Oh, no, no wild turkey. And yeah, dude, this Matilde Canada is really good. And I'm not saying that because you're sitting there. Like, if it was trash, I would say it was trash. It's a
You seem
really
like a
good
person that's
cigar.
honest. You seem like
Yeah.
an honest person. This cigar's shit, Enrique. I mean, you should make some new cigars.
I've, you know what? I've been pretty honest with, like, we're not cigar reviewers or raters or anything like that.
Yeah.
We essentially we smoke we pick a featured cigar and a featured drink and we smoke, we drink, and we just talk shit. Like, that's really what it's about. Um, but I know what I like and I know what I don't like. And this is a really good cigar.
Thank you.
I'm
You know,
actually I'm watching it. I'm about half done the cigar and I'm already like, shit, I wish it was a bit longer.
next year. Hopefully,
Yeah,
it's something we're gonna keep on doing.
initial impressions really good. I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's a really good cigar. The ash is good, the smoke is good. The roll is solid. The balance of the flavors are really good. Um, and this is the first time we've actually smoked a cigar first time with somebody that we've never tried before.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. So
So you're,
it was a surprise. Surprise,
yeah,
surprise.
yeah, we're this is like first attempt, like real time review.
Well, we're all smoking a first because this is a first for me too.
What are you smoking over there?
You know, I have no clue. It's a cigar. I have a humor that's full of unbanded cigars,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think it's the coolest thing in the world because you guys know. I mean, let's go to reviewers, right? Reviewers, it's a group of people with a palate and a perception, right? And as I said, our palate actually just picks up four little things, right? Then the rest is perception, since your head is very
yeah.
subjective. And I've always said, coño, you know, the moment you try that cuadrata, you get that cuadrata again, and you're looking for a certain flavor profile. And if you don't get it, you're still gonna, your mind is gonna take you there because that's what you're used to, right? So a couple years back, I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna have a one of my humors at the top are just unbanded cigars. It might be cigars that they're mine or cigars that they give or sample cigars. And every time, viejo, I go out, I get one of my cigars or two of my cigars and take a couple of those unbranded cigars. I smoke them, and it's like smoking a brand new blend that I've never smoked in my life before, unbiased. I'm not looking for anything. I have no idea what is in that cigar as I'm smoking it. And I think it's the best way to enjoy the cigar. It's like,
Mhm.
you know, it's like smoking a cigar as a newborn is coming into the world. You've seen like kids, you know, the first time they see a ball rolling, it's fucking amazing for them because it's their
Mhm.
first time seeing a freaking ball rolling. We see a ball rolling, it's like, it's rolling.
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
smoking a cigar with that going, oh shit, this is good. Oh wow. If you get a cigar that's banded, you already, oh yeah, there it is. There's
Know what
my
to
pepper.
expect.
Or you know, this is this. So
Mhm.
I like smoking banded cigars. It's something that's become something more of a thing that I do more often. It's just fun. And
That's
you're
the
in a
first I
factory, you're
heard.
smoking cigars all the time. You smoke your blends all the time.
Yeah.
So you know, it's a fun way to try or have a new experience in an old, habit.
So this Matilda Canada exclusive, there was 5,000 of these made for the Canadian market.
Mhm.
Beyond that 5,000, will we see any more, or it's 5,000, that's it, once they're done, they're done?
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
So we need to go and buy some more.
Yeah.
So
Essentially
wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I mean, we won't. We will always have at some point a Canadian exclusive. They're just going to be
Mhm.
different. So it's a wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
I mean,
Everything,
it's a way to go.
everything I look for in a cigar, man, it's hitting me. Like again, I like the smoke show.
Mhm.
Great smoke content. The draw is great. You know, we do. I did a V cut. I think we all did a V cut.
Not me.
I mean, you're getting a perfect draw from the V cut. The ash is nice and clean. It's not overly strong, but it's strong.
It's a well-balanced
Yeah.
cigar.
Well, it's a fully Dominican cigar, so it's all Dominican but the wrapper, which is an Ecuadorian Corojo wrapper. But everything that you're smoking is Dominican but the wrapper. Just so you guys know, it's got 4 different types of Dominican tobacco in there. As you said, we balance it out so you get all those flavors. But everything is Dominican
So it's a
but the
Puro,
wrapper.
right?
It's not a puro. A puro, you would have to have that wrapper to be
Okay.
Dominican. In this case, the wrapper is Ecuadorian. It's an Ecuadorian
Okay.
Corojo.
Okay.
Okay,
So it's the
okay.
closest you can get to a puro before the wrapper.
Yeah, that's. I'm already like shit. The cigar is gonna end soon.
You know what really tastes great is the band when you start burning it. We add some nice sugar to the band so you can burn through it. It just gets a
All
lot
right.
sweeter. I'm fucking with you. Please check it out.
I'm already quite a few drinks in, man. I would have believed you. I would have kept smoking it. You should have let that go.
No, when you said, "Oh, really? I don't want you to fuck up the cigar," so you just take that band off. You
No.
remember that? Have you ever smoked a Leaf by Oscar?
Yes. Yes.
It's a cigar that comes covered with a wrapper, with like
Yeah.
a fugly wrapper,
Yeah.
right? So for me, it's a great cigar. Oscar makes great cigars, great guy too. But for me, it was one of the most beautiful marketing things in the world. And it wasn't a marketing thing; it started like that, right? But you used to see people posting and seeing people smoking this fucking cigar with the fugly wrapper on it, which is the fugly wrapper supposed to be the cello on this cigar, right?
Yeah.
And people used to smoke that shit, people saying, "Oh, it's very flaky, da 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 da," and we're like, "Oh, yeah, it's flaky. I mean, you're supposed to take that shit off. The cigar is sag." So I
But
don't. I
adds
wanted to make sure that when you started, smoking the cold, so you're like, oh, it's kind of a inky, kind of a chemical taste to it, like a paper taste towards it now, So
So I'll tell you a little quick story about Oscar. I've had his Sailor Jim, and I had the 10-year, the Leaf 10-year.
I lost you guys. Are you there?
So he lost us. He's frozen.
Dude.
Can you hear us?
Hello,
Nope.
hello.
Hello? Hello?
We can hear you.
he froze. He froze up.
Yeah, he froze up.
Or it could be.
Some connection issues going on right now.
Yep. We'll be right back.
To
You
be
guys
fair,
in your first world internet.
I would rather be in a third world country with poor reception over
Dude,
being
my third world
right
countries
now.
are fucking shit, man. I call it 2.5 world country. Beautiful place.
So
Let's see.
Hey,
we actually got 3 screens here.
that wasn't me.
No, I canceled one. I just
Okay.
got in. I got in through my phone. I wasn't through my tablet.
Okay,
Apparently, it's
okay.
my turn. Apparently, it was my third one. So
So I'll tell you a story about Oscar. I tried the was it Island Gym, I believe, or Sailor Gym?
yep. Island Gym.
Island Gym. The Leaf by Oscar, the 10-year. Great cigars. Now, Oscar has a line called Plan B,
Yes.
and I've told the story quite a few times.
It needed a plan C.
That's why I'm
And
bringing
it's not a knock on the quality of his cigars because his premium cigars are really good. But I'll just say this. I made a video saying if you're smoking a Plan B, you better have a Plan B.
It was that bad?
It was that bad, dude. And you know, to each their own, right? Everybody has different flavor profiles, you know, whatever
Taste
the
buds are
case
different.
is.
Well, but here's my question, and it's something I ask everybody. Because sometimes there's a cigar that's not for you, or there's a cigar that's simply bad. And this is how I describe the cigar that's not for you. A cigar that's not for you is a cigar that had good construction, it drew well. It had a flavor that wasn't good for your palate, but it wasn't a cigar that was like super acidic. They didn't have like a lot of acidity or was very bitter. They could not smoke, period. It's just a cigar that wasn't agreeable towards your palate. For example, I'm from an island, right? I hate anything that breathes underwater.
Yeah.
It makes me puke. I hate it. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's bad food. I'm just saying it's something that's not for my palate because a lot of people like it. Was your experience not for your palate, or was your experience like it was just bad?
My experience, and I know he could touch on it because so I picked up the 3-pack. There's a Connecticut, a Habano, and a Maduro. Typically, I'm a Maduro guy. I like a stronger cigar. So right away, I tried the Maduro. Literally, I probably got an eighth of the, no, maybe a quarter of the way through the cigar, and I can't do it. For me, it tasted like there was a bunch of tobacco sitting on a floor, and people stepped on it for like a few weeks, and then they decided, hey, let's roll it up and try to make something from it.
Oh, it's a plan
Gotcha.
B. Isn't that technically a plan B?
And again, I'm not knocking Oscar by any means because his premium cigars really fucking good.
Great cigars. Great cigars.
Um, and I've talked to a lot of people that love the Plan Bs.
Mhm.
I can't do
Yeah,
it.
because my understanding with the Plan B, it's basically a picadura, so it's a medium filler and long filler, so it's like a sandwich.
Yeah,
So they take they take
the
the
leftovers.
cutoffs from their
Yeah,
leftover from their premium, and they make a cigar, hence the price, you know. So that's the idea of the Plan B. I was actually looking for it to make sure I was correct of my understanding, but that's how it goes. And honestly, when it comes to that cigars, you might get a good one, might get a bad one. I mean, it's
Yeah.
still all premium tobacco, dark age, but you're paying you pay what you get for it, as people say, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, he tried the Maduro. I think it was the Maduro, or was it the Habano?
I don't know which one you tried.
But like we couldn't do it,
Same
and
thing for you guys.
No.
I don't think it could be a profile thing, but like for me, it was flavorless. Put it this way, I'd rather smoke a Philly or a Century Sam.
Okay, fair enough.
Um,
I get you.
Not to trash the cigar, but that's really the only cigar I've ever tried that I haven't been able to make it through.
Oh, I understand. As I said, it's the thing with palates, and you know what? And if Oscar were listening to this, he'd say, you know what? It's selling. It's okay. It's palate. It's people. We've had cigars,
Yeah.
viejo. I've had cigars like extremely badly rated, and people like, oh, don't you get pissed off? I'm like, no.
Hmm.
So it's a group of palates. They didn't enjoy it. It's okay. I
Yep.
see my numbers. They're selling. It's a cigar for every palate, and it's a smoke for everybody.
Yeah.
But it was just a bad experience with a cigar. But as you said, his premium cigars are fucking amazing. I enjoy them
Yeah,
very
they're
much too.
amazing. Yeah, 100%. I love his cigars. Um, I think if I were to pick up a Plan B, I would crack it open and fill it with some weed and roll a blunt.
It's going to be a great blunt.
It'll be a premium blunt. That's for sure, you know?
It's I remember I was at the factory in Tabacalera way back when. I've had two experiences with tobacco smelling like something else. The first one, they just had broadleaf. They just had it. It came from mulling and everything, which is like freshly came out of the process. And the tobacco manager at that point, I was sitting. I remember I was standing in one of the tobacco selection tables, and he goes through it and goes just gets a cigar, just passes through my nose, and he was like, "What does it smell like?" I'm in front of everybody, and I'm like, "Ah, it's, eh, mm, how do I explain this?" Ah, eh, yeah. Tell me, what does it smell like? Yeah. Tell me. I'm like, so I'm sure all of you have eaten pussy, right?
Yeah.
El nie, which is it's not here, but it's not there, but it's right there. It smelled just like that. It just smelled like this. I'm like, and he's like, yep, you're right, just like that. And he's done this to everybody. Apparently, it's a particular smell that comes out of just right out of the fermentation. Like, yes, smell that. Like, motherfucker. The other one happened to me was it was tobacco that was unsavable, and it smelled like fucking chicken shit, and it tastes like chicken shit, literally. Like you smell that, it's chicken shit. Try that. I mean, I don't know what it smelled. I don't know what it tastes like because I've never eaten chicken shit. But as it smelled, it tasted, and it was just basically tobacco that just couldn't work. But it's all about that smell, that palate, and all that stuff. But yeah, there's cigars that you can't really smoke. I usually, as a cigar manufacturer and as a cigar smoker, I give a cigar at least three tries. I try to power through them, or at least smoke the first half of the cigar,
Yeah.
and I'll go back to it three times because it's a premium product. It's a handmade product. If that person that was making that cigar was having some issues in their houses, they might fuck up. It's like an artist, right? An
Yeah.
artist, when he's painting something, he's in a dark area of era in his time. You'll see it in his paint. It's the same thing as a cigar bunch and a cigar rungo. It'll project in the product. That's why you have to make sure at a cigar factory your rollers are taken care of, your bunches are taken, like your people are taken care of because they're the actual artists. They're the
Yeah.
art of the industry. We have the best tobacco. We have the best blender. If that buncher and roller are not putting that tobacco where it's supposed to be put or not making that cigar correctly, your cigar's going to taste like shit, right? It's an art form. So we always give a cigar, at least I always, give a cigar three different times at three different times.
Yeah, yeah.
And once again, it's subjective. I mean, sometimes you're having a bad day, and that great cigar that you love, that for some reason is bitter, or it's off in the profile. It's in your fucking head. I'm not saying that the plan B was in your fucking head. I'm just saying that usually me as a cigar smoker and manufacturer, I go three times. I do three runs. Of the third run, it's off. I'm like, it's not for me. It's not for my palate. I just don't.
Well, there was I've had two bad cigar experiences. Well, four. Three Plan Bs. I tried them all. And Espinosa Murcielago.
Hmm?
I tried one of those and it felt and again, I'm going to attribute this to maybe, I believe they're box pressed, the ones that I had.
Hmm?
It was very loose. It felt very empty. And if you have like your cigars burning up here, it started burning a hole like 2 inches down.
Yeah,
Horrible.
it's a tunneling, like a
Yeah,
gopher hole.
it was a horrible experience, but I picked up a few of them because something that I've been told is when you buy a cigar, buy three. Because something just like with mass manufacturing with cars and electronics, sometimes you just get a dud.
A lemon.
And I want to try that one again, but the way that cigar burned and the empty feeling in the cigar, it was just not good.
That's construction.
Yeah.
That's why it was underfilled, so it's construction. Okay, sí, hola, dígale. Andrés. This is my kid. Pero no puede quedarte.
How you doing?
Hola.
Te mandaron un saludo. He says hello. Well, you see, so that was construction of the bunch. Usually, when you're doing a box press cigar,
Yeah,
you don't put as much tobacco as going to be pressed,
yeah,
and you can't smoke a cigar that's completely plugged, but you can smoke a cigar that might be loose in the draw, right?
yeah,
So, as cigar manufacturers, we try to put less tobacco to make sure it gets to that draw, and sometimes you don't put enough and it feels loose. And when you're drawing, you don't get that smoke, as you're saying, that smoke show.
yeah,
And you keep on. What's going to happen when you get that is that you're going to keep on pulling, trying to get that smoke. What happens is the tobacco bitters up because it heats up too much.
Mhm.
So that was a construction issue. Go back
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
Murcielago. It's a great cigar. I smoked it. I enjoy it. And give those two another try. You'll see. Get one that's burning correctly, and it's a good flavor profile.
I
But
mean,
if you
like,
had that, it was a construction thing.
the smoke was good, the flavors were good. It's just the way it burned.
Just the experience
So,
of smoking it. Yeah.
yeah, I looked at it like it's got to be just a roll issue, whatever the case is. So definitely want to give that one another try.
See, I had the same thing happen to me with one of the Notorious cigars I was smoking.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it just started burning
Mm,
a little
yeah,
hole.
it happens.
I had like 3 of those cigars, obviously. I just kind of figured it must have been made on a Friday.
Yeah, what's that? That's it's a handmade product, so it has to that's got to do with a bunch itself.
Yeah.
So
Got you.
But I could tell you this,
I
not to fluff you up, but like I haven't had a bad Matilde. So,
well, we try. I've had experience with the Matilda. I can tell you by myself. I've had it with me myself, and I've had friends calling me, and it's what I tell my friends. I mean, with the Cuadrada, for example, I had a friend call me, and he was like, "Mi amor, estoy hablando por teléfono." He called me up, and he was kind of nervous.
yeah.
But to tell me that he had a cigar, he was like, Enrique, I gotta tell you something. And usually what I say, you know what? My ego is here, my self-esteem is here. Don't worry, shoot it. You won't offend me. Actually, I like feedback. I like the constructive feedback
Yeah.
because it's the only way you can get better. Amor, por favor. Amor, soy una entrevista, por favor. Vaya, yo voy ahora. Okay.
So that's the next generation of Matilde cigars right there.
That's right here. He's
Right
the smallest.
on.
He's the oldest one, and I have a younger one. He's a 6.5 Gonzalo.
Okay.
And then my youngest is a 2.5.
Okay.
Pero when he tells me this, I'm like, okay, so has this happened often? He's like, nope, hasn't happened often. So it's the first time it happens. I'm like, well, thank you for telling me. I appreciate it, but I'm totally fine with that. It's a handmade product. It's something that happens, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is the charm of a handmade product, right? Not all of them are going to be exact.
Exactly.
And you want that
Exactly.
feedback because, you know, if everybody is always like quote unquote yes men, you'll never know what you're doing or what may have went wrong. So you definitely
100%.
want that feedback.
100%. I appreciate more the constructive feedback
Yeah.
than the praises. One thing I don't get and one thing I don't accept is the shit talk. Oh, your cigar was bad. I don't give a shit. You know,
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah.
If you tell me your cigar was crap, I was like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care for your opinion. How do you tell me? You know what? I smoked 20 of the cigars, it didn't burn well, or it was kind of bitter. What's the reasoning behind it? That I appreciate.
Yeah.
Constructive. And usually that's what you get. I mean, one of the things that we have in our industry is that we have very few assholes in the industry itself. People usually are smoking cigars, are happy people, or their wall is down.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things that I love about our industry. You come into a cigar shop, you have that icebreaker. What are you smoking? And it's a huge cliche in the world, but it's true. You never smoke alone. You go to a cigar shop, you say, hey, what's up? What are you smoking? And you end up gifting cigars to people. Well, I give them as a business, right?
Yeah.
But people that just met each other, he's like, you know what? Here, try the cigar. You're gonna enjoy it because it's a passion that we share. But yeah, cigars viejo are 100% handmade. It's an art form. I like to describe it in this way. I use a painter. The painter, you get same canvas, same paint, same painter, and they want to paint a portrait of whoever it is, and he can do that same portrait twice from far away. It's exactly the same. That's your macro. That's your flavor profiles. That's what you're looking for. We're looking for the cigar, that serena that you smoke or that cuadra that you smoke. You smoke it in a year, it's gonna remind you of that last glass. So it's like that profile, right? That view. But if you go very deep and very close into the painting, it's gonna have different strokes. It's gonna have different colorings. It's gonna have variations because it's a handmade product, and that's what happens. And sometimes, those variations are fucked up because shit happened,
Mhm.
Yep, we're
and
just
that's
humans.
how. Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty. That's a beauty about our industry. It's a human-based industry. From
It's
the
a very
moment we
organic.
plant that seed, 100%. Oh yeah, from the moment you plant that seed to the moment it's hung up on the curing barn, so the moment it's going through fermentation. Fermentation be how you get a freaking pile of tobacco and you gotta turn that motherfucker again and again and again. Everything is handmade. Tobacco stripping, it's handmade. It's hand. It's hand. It's hand. It's hand. There's a cigar called 300 Hands. It's the reason. Because you get fucking 300 hands for your cigar.
Yeah.
I remember I dropped a cigar when I was starting dating my wife. I dropped a cigar on the floor, picked it up, put it back in my mouth. I was like, just on the floor. I was like, you know how many hands I touched this fucking cigar before I smoked it? I'm
Yeah.
okay with it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's true. It's and speaking about that, it makes me reflect a bit on the Plan B. Maybe my expectations were so high from the 10-year leaf that nothing of that sort would have lived up to those expectations.
Objective. That's one of
Right?
the things. You might say, you know what, this is what I was expecting,
Yeah.
but this is what I got. And that is deception. So I always tell what you're expecting in reality, deception is right here, right?
Yeah.
So you got to know what you're looking for, and that's what I explained that Plan B. It's a budget cigar that is medium filler, long filler. So, and that's what I was trying to get at. So it can't be as good as his premium. It won't be a bad cigar smoking because you use premium cuts, right?
Yeah.
We have cigars that are medium filler and they taste great because the tobacco, the darker cured tobacco that we use for those are the same tobaccos that we're using for our premium, but they're cut out. So they won't be as consistent. They won't burn as well. They might be off a little bit sometimes because you can't really blend towards perfection because it's impossible.
True.
What would you say, for example, the Canada? What would you, if you were to sit back and you were to pair a drink with your Canada, what would you say would be the perfect pairing with the Canada?
Well, in Canada, I'd go with a dry rum, like
Yeah.
a Barcelo for me. Dry rum for me with a Barcelo. I'm huge at coffee. So I like coffee and cigars.
Yeah.
But when it Canada Viejo, I would go like with kind of a dry rum, like a little sweet, like el Barcelo Imperial or el Brugal Double Barrel Reserva, where they're not super sweet.
Yeah.
They have that dryness
Yeah.
and they have that aftertaste of molasses. That's where I would. That's where I would go with the
Okay.
Canada.
Because this one here is saying that the rum's not going good with the cigar. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here like, fucking, let's do it.
You're an alcoholic.
But and there's where the
My
thing
parents are
lies.
Guyanese, right? So rum is like in my blood. I know what you're talking about when you say a dry rum, and I agree with you. A good dry rum would go really well with this. A spice rum or a very sweetish rum,
But this is not like a spiced
but it's
rum.
it's infused.
Yeah, it is spiced rum. Hold on. Yeah,
I
it
know.
is spiced rum.
I know. I
You know,
100% agree with you on a dry rum with this. That would.
I remember. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I agree with you 100% on the dry rum.
Coming from from rum country, United States. I studied in the States. I did my undergrad in the United States, and I did my way. I was 2003. 2003, the rum culture in the United States was nothing. It was no.
Yeah.
There was nothing. It was
Yeah.
Captain Morgan and the Bacardi White.
Yep.
And I was raised drinking rum on the rocks or straight. That's what I like to drink.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I go to a club, I go to the bar. I'm like, yeah, give me rum on the rocks. And they gave me this shit. I'm not asking. Usually, the Dominican Republic say, give me rum on the rocks. It's gonna be good rum. Period. Right.
Yeah.
So I drink. I mean, what the fuck is this? That's not rum. I was like, yeah, it's Captain Morgan. It's great rum. Like, what are you talking about? What is this? And that's when I experienced spiced rum for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
And obviously, my palate went from drinking rum. I was like, yep, I'm going to the bourbons. I'm going to the whiskeys because I'm not drinking this shit, for 4
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Rum got
Pero
a
yeah,
rum got a really bad deal in North
I'm
America.
definitely more into the whiskeys. Like I'm not a spice rum person. I like the bourbons and the whiskeys, more on the bourbon side. We actually have a challenge up here because with all the political nonsense, they banned bourbon because it's American. Um, but I'm more on the bourbon with the cigars. But I've been getting a bit more into the red wine with the cigars. So we created a red wine specifically for pairing with cigars.
mhm.
It's a whiskey oaked red wine, and I've found that it intensifies a lot of the flavors in the cigars, especially when you get to
Interesting.
like more the Habano, the Maduro.
Interesting. I've
It's
never drank. I mean, I've drank wine obviously with cigars, but I never look at it as a pairing. I think, and I believe, in my opinion, it's one of the hardest alcohols, liquors to pair. Wine is very hard to pair with cigars because they're both so complex
hmm
Yeah.
and so similar at the same time. You have to find like the perfect pairing with a cigar
Yep.
when it comes to that. I
We
always say that the best pairing for cigars are barrel aged anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
So usually it's going to be your whiskeys, your
Yep.
bourbons, your rums. I've also found an affinity with tequila, like good tequila and good mezcal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
The
tequila.
tequila's got that sweetness, that smoothness. The mezcal's got that smokiness, like that peatiness. You got from Macoto. So those two were new for me. But with wine, dude, I wouldn't know how to start, honestly. But it's
We're
very cool that you got it.
you know what? When we'll talk after this, and I'm gonna send you a bottle of our wine to try. And
Beautiful. Love that.
I'm curious about what your feedback would be on that with pairing it with a cigar. We just did a cigar event 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and the feedback was phenomenal.
So wait, you manufacture, you make wines?
We don't make it, we have somebody make it for us. And the whole concept was to come up with, so essentially, when you look at some suggested pairings with some Maduros was like red wine with the Maduro, whatever. And there was a wine that my wife liked that was whiskey barrel wine. And through all the political nonsense, that got taken off the shelf. So we're like, number one, we were trying to recreate that wine that she liked. But then I was like, you know what? I'm seeing a lot of suggestions with this Maduro with red wine. Why don't we come up with a wine that pairs good with Maduro cigars? So we did a few trial runs, and I think we came up with a good end product. I think the development is over,
Yeah.
and we did an event a couple weeks ago, and it was a fucking hit, dude. I was shocked because when you're unveiling something, you got that nervousness. Like I want the negative feedback because I want to know what's wrong with it, but there was none.
That's awesome.
And
You
it's
got
like
those butterflies.
it's like
Yeah.
I told everybody, take a sip, take a pull, take a sip, take a pull. Let me know what's going on here. And the more they smoked and drank it, they were like, this is fucking great. And I think
Oh,
that
it's a
has to
beautiful
do
thing.
with the whiskey oak
Yeah. Definitely.
because
So yeah.
you're getting that sense of the whiskey with the cigar, and
Hmm?
it greatly enhanced the cigar palate, but also greatly enhanced the wine.
That is
So
very cool.
we'll send you a bottle of our wine to try out, and I really want to know what your feedback would be on that because I'm not a wine drinker. I don't think any of us are wine drinkers.
Nah, I didn't even like red
No.
wine.
Oh,
And I
really?
tried.
Isn't that wine from Newfoundland that you brought?
My
No, that's not wine. Newfoundland. No,
No, do
that's
you
not
have a
Newfoundland wine.
bottle here?
I do have a bottle here, yeah. But the wine is actually made in Ontario. Um, low on sugar, so it's not super sweet. But again, you got that whiskey aged oak
That's very
flavor.
cool.
Yeah, it's got a nice
Canada,
smoky taste to it.
Yeah.
correct
Yeah.
me if I'm wrong. Canada's you guys are famous for your ice wines, right? Too, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I want to get it out there because I want to get a lot of feedback. And
I'll
so
drink it.
far, the final feedback has been like, yeah, it's a really good wine. Like I would sell this in my restaurant, or I would do this, or this goes good with these cigars. Which is the goal was to come up with kind of like a man red wine that you could drink to pair with your cigar.
Hey, I'm down to drink it. I'm
Yeah,
down to drink it. 100%.
Yeah, it doesn't have the typical taste of a red wine.
No, not at
You
all.
know how you red wines, there's some sharp red wines where it kind of just falls off the face of the planet.
Mhm.
This one, towards the tail end, you get that warm whiskey, smooth.
Yeah, you get like that
bit of a-
oakiness.
yeah, it really works. Like my brother, he hates red wine. He chugged the whole glass out. I don't know too much about wines and champagnes and stuff like that, but the second batch that we did, the one that we liked, I was like, okay,
The third, but the final batch.
yeah,
is
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But
Very
like
cool.
my wife, she's Colombian. She loves the fucking wines and all that shit. And
You married a Colombian. You married a Latina. You're one of those masochists, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Hey, check this out.
It's Colombian.
Yeah, I definitely and, you know, she loves her alcohol, she loves her wines, and she was the one, so she's been the connection. So we're working with a winemaker that's been making wine since he was a kid.
Okay.
And he was like, you know, if this is what you want, this is what I could do, and we'll do it. And we did a few samples, and yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
That's very cool, man. That is very, very cool.
It was something that just really happened off of a thought, and it
And
was
how long have you guys been developing this?
a few months.
Yeah, not very long.
No.
It's always great to start working with somebody that has the process already,
Yeah.
understands the process, has everything in stages. We're like,
Yeah.
this is my idea. Can you recreate this idea?
Yeah.
This is what I want. Can you do it? Yeah, I can or I can't.
Yeah. Like we don't know shit about shit. So we just say, hey, we want a wine that can go with this. Can you do it? Let's do it. So we did a few things, and okay, we want more of this and more of this. And just like, you know, you're saying with the cigars, okay, add a bit more of this and strengthen this, and this is where we
That's
ended
awesome,
up.
man. That's awesome. We're looking forward to trying it for sure.
Yeah, we'll
100%.
definitely send out a couple bottles to you, and I would like your feedback on that one. And so far it's been a hit, so that's great. And yeah, this chug is
I got a
hitting.
question. I got a question for you. It's been curiosity since we started chatting about a month ago. Did you tell me? Because I don't remember. What's Project Sabrina?
What's what?
Project Sabrina.
Oh, that's my personal Instagram.
Okay.
It started, so I got on Instagram because we're into cars and I owned a Saab, and it was Project Sabrina. And
Gotcha.
it was meant to be about my car, and then just spiraled from there. I've been meaning to change the name because I don't even own a Saab anymore.
I was gonna say something a couple
Yeah.
times. Like,
All right.
I was just curious. I'm like, what is this Project Sabrina? Because your text comes when it goes. The first time I saw it, I said Project Sabrina. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Now I get it.
Yeah. That's my personal Instagram thing, and
Gotcha.
yeah, it was all about cars, and I'll probably just keep it. It is what
Yeah,
it
why
is.
not?
It's the lore.
Yeah.
She was a good car, man.
You know what? It's very cool. You guys are like, getting into different stuff and experimenting, and that's what this thing is all about, right? It's about experimenting and enjoying, trying new stuff. And I think that's a cool thing about the cigar industry. And I think cigar smokers are like in their best time ever. Right? There's
Yeah.
so much good tobacco out there, so many great brands, great manufacturers out there.
Yeah.
Okay, as a
Actually,
cigar smoker, I love it. As a cigar manufacturer, I prefer there be less competition, but we do what we do, right?
yeah.
Pero for cigar smokers, it's a great time to be out there. I mean, governments are trying to fuck us left and right.
Mhm.
But the cool thing about cigars, the beautiful thing about cigars, it's a passion. It's not it's you don't smoke cigars because you have to. You
Yeah.
smoke them because you enjoy them because they bring you happiness. So it doesn't matter what governments do. I mean, they're gonna have to ban it outright, and then we'll have the black market. But if they don't get people just keep on smoking cigars, and we're just gonna keep on making cigars and find ways to get it to their
Would you say,
Pero
based on that, would you say the Canadian market is one of the most challenging markets, or?
it's challenging. You guys already have your shit worked out in ways, I already know the pricing. But when you go to like markets, like we're working with Belgium now, they're about to apply the plain packaging, and they're doing acidine things. Like I think their thing is that the plain packaging ban,
Yeah.
it can have more than 3 letters. Why?
What?
What? Like, for example, I have Matilde Serena. Matilde is my brand. Serena Maduro, right? It's my line extension. Is a Serena Maduro and then Robusto. I can't do that.
Really?
It has
Wow.
to be, and so why? And
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, plain packaging. I don't agree with you, but fair enough. But why would the hell would you limit the brand name? It makes no
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah.
So when you start getting towards those things, that governments are starting to implement this kind of shit, and they're doing that type of stupidity, you say coño, and that's where it gets complicated. With Canada, it is what it is. We know how to work with it. We already know what's established, what's not established. So it's a tough market. Obviously, I mean it's expensive market. It's tougher for it's very tough for consumers, but we know how to work with it, and you guys or retailers know how to work with it. It's already been established, right?
Mhm.
But when you're establishing and the laws are getting in place, and people don't really understand cigars, lawmakers don't understand cigars, they see us as tobacco, and we're not tobacco. We
Yeah.
use dark air cured tobacco, but as we said, we're we're mom and pop factories, family industries. We're 100% handmade product. There's no additives. There's nothing. It's like it's God sent. God put this tobacco plant. He showed us how to ferment it. It's fermentation, for God's sakes. It's like wine. You
Yeah.
take the grapes, you ferment. So it's all 100%, right? So they group us with the the all other tobacco products. So they try to regulate us like all the other tobacco products, which is completely wrong because we're not like all the other tobacco products. We're 100% handmade. We're dark air cured tobacco. We add nothing towards our cigars. Everything is natural. It's the same thing as you trying to regulate fucking, beef.
Mhm.
There's more shit that goes into beef that goes into fucking tobacco.
And it's
So
fucked up to pair, like, to put cigars with, like, for example, cigarettes in the same category.
No.
And
you shouldn't.
that's what they do up here. Everything is kind of like in one big ball, and you can't compare cigarettes to cigars.
It's as
And
simple as we were talking about. This is a pleasure, right? Cigarettes, you have to smoke it. You need
yeah,
it.
Yeah, they're pretty
My
good at
my
it.
my, my brother-in-law used to smoke cigarettes. We used to go skiing up in Breckenridge. He used to go up 7 a.m. in the morning. Negative. I know negative 25 for you guys is shit. For us, it's like negative 300. He used to come down with his jacket, get into the two buildings, the corners of the buildings, and smoke his cigarette. That is something that you have to eliminate. In my case, viejo, I went skiing for 15 days. I didn't light up a cigar. I don't need it.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't need to smoke cigars. I enjoy smoking cigars. It's just something that I love, right?
Yeah.
And that's what people don't get. And in the States, they started regulating us because of the protecting kids. Nobody wants a fucking kid in the retail shops. Kids don't like this. This is not good. It doesn't taste good for kids, right? So there's no reason.
Well,
Um, but because we're grouped
yeah.
within the tobacco industry, they regulated us like the tobacco industry. They
Well,
try to
like
regulate us, and
up here, and like, so you have a brick and mortar cigar store, right? And minors under the age of 19 are not allowed in the store. So the whole logic of plain packaging to make it less appealing to minors makes zero fucking sense.
at all doesn't.
right. And then on
It
top of
doesn't.
that, you're still seeing the cigar. right? You're still seeing the cigar.
Yeah.
You know, the individual packaging, you know, the plastic sleeves that you guys used to wrap. If they say, fine, make that one where you can't see the cigar, period, and you don't need to put the stupid banner on it, that'd probably be better, right?
So that's actually a
Yes.
question we got for you, and we've been saving this question because we knew we had this podcast coming up.
Hey, baby.
So you have your clear plastic. We'll just call it as it is, plastic, right?
Cellophane.
So yeah.
Cellophane.
It's
Um,
breathable. It breathes.
Okay. Would there be a more cost-effective solution to let's just say you dye this to a solid color over double banding?
No, no.
No?
You don't want to do it. No, you don't want to do it.
Got you.
You don't fix you don't fix what's broken. You know what? You don't
Okay.
fix what works, right?
I got
I
you.
mean, double banding is something that we need to do.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to us, we want to expose as much of our cigars as our art form. We're proud. You know,
Yeah.
it took us time to come out with a logo. It takes time to make this cigar. It's time, sweat, passion, shit, fucking tears sometimes. You know.
Yeah.
So we want, for us, it's an honor for our cigars, for our brands to be exposed in the market. For people to say, "Man, I'm smoking this Matilde. Look at this. Look at the beautiful logo." I mean, our logo, our logo represents, it's an S of tobacco, right? It's our last name. It's tobacco, and then Matilde. It's a female brand, right? Matilde is in the middle. It's protected by our trade, which is tobacco. There's something that we've thought about, right? We want to expose it. So, I mean, we wouldn't ever try to cover anything that we can't, that we could leave out, right?
But
So, you
in
know,
terms of the Canadian market or the plain packaging markets, like for example, you know how you have your green band here, would it be like, is there a great increased cost to double banding?
of course, it's extra. It's extra. You have an extra band, and then you have extra labor.
Yeah.
You're putting extra time into banding the cigar. But we know it's important for Canada to have
Yeah.
and for us, it's important to have that our personal brand on it. The plain packaging is compliance. It's as simple as that. But we're
Gotcha.
complying.
Do you feel like a certain way about, for example, you go into a cigar store, you got your plain packaging right here, but then you go into a liquor store and they can have all their nice flashy bottles and logos and stuff. Like, do you feel like,
A
yeah,
double standard.
yeah. Of course.
Dude, if you think about it, we are family businesses.
Yeah.
If you look at the full tobacco industry, we're like 2% within, cigars are like a 2% within the whole tobacco industry, and premium cigars are about a 2% within the tobacco industry because you have all the machine mates, right?
Yeah.
So premium cigars, we might have big names. It might look like a big premium luxury industry. We're mom and pop shops. I mean, there's very few cigar companies that are full on, like, IPO industries. Then
Yeah.
everything's family, It's all family, and unfortunately, bigger companies, liquor companies, food companies, they have that money to be able to lobby. We don't. I mean, it's a sacrifice for the industry to lobby. It's a huge chunk of the money that goes in towards there, and just keep on working and fighting and trying to stop it or slow it as much as possible. But unfortunately, we have been tilted as bad because it's tobacco, but
Yeah.
it's natural. I mean, there's worse things in life, a lot worse things, dude.
Isn't that fucked up?
It's
Like,
super fun.
like in
It's
Canada, weed is legal across the country. You can grow your own weed, right? But you have to put this ugly ass green band.
Yep, that's all what it comes down to. I agree with
It's
you.
money, it's money, yeah, but you can at the same time grow your own.
What about freedom, right?
You know, like
What
just
what
doesn't-
about, I want to be free to be able to smoke something that doesn't really harm me? It's been
yeah,
proven. It's been proven that cigars don't harm you. I mean, cigars have very, 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 very few effects on the actual health. My personal thing is, it's not obviously not doctors that say it, but I think every cigar you smoke gives you an extra 5-10 minutes of your life. Stress kills.
There's a
Cigars
study
de-stress
out
you
there
completely.
about that, yeah, and smoking cigars relieves your stress, and that cigar smokers actually do live longer.
I've been in this industry since I was born. I've never met somebody that's died out of cigar smoking. I've never met somebody that's had cancer out of cigar smoking. I've known people that have died in a cigar event doing what they love, but fucking guy was fucking 90. Like he
Yeah.
died out of
Yep.
something else, right?
Yeah.
They don't. Cigars do not kill. They bring pleasure. They bring camaraderie. They bring people in together. I never got. You always talking about the icebreaker, right, of the cigars. And I have a kid, and I try to be as active as possible with them. When I'm present, I want to be as present as possible, right? And I take him to the park. And my kid's he's very open, as you guys saw, right? He's
Yeah.
not a shy guy. So I go to the park with him, and he goes starts saying hello, hello, hello. He starts saying hello, and let's play until he finds somebody to play with, right? And I was sitting down, and I'm looking at him doing this. I'm like, well, this is amazing. There's no fear of rejection. There's no shame in rejection for a kid, and that's where it hit me. That is what cigars are for us adults. If I were to see you in any other shop or a coffee shop, and I saw you in front of me, I would be afraid to, or not afraid. I was like, I don't want to talk to this guy because he might reject me.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to talk to me. He's not interested in talking to me. Why would he? We don't know each other, right? But when you're smoking a cigar and you got somebody smoking a cigar in front of you, that fear of rejection. It's not even that it doesn't break a wall. It breaks that fear because automatically that you have something in common. You just basically open yourself up. Yo, what are you smoking? It can be as simple as a 2-minute conversation, as a 1 second. Oh, I'm smoking the Matilde. That's it. Go back to your cell phone. Or what are you smoking? And it can be a 2-minute conversation, or it can be a lifetime of friendship. And it's because of the cigar that you were smoking. It's because of that connection that us adults have with a cigar, or that wall, or that fear of rejection that gets taken away from the cigars. Everybody's relaxed.
Yeah.
When you're smoking a cigar, you're relaxed. You're not gonna have that, don't talk to me. It's like, oh yeah, I'm smoking this.
And that's actually the whole concept of this podcast. We don't know each other for shit, right? But we've sat down, and because we're smoking cigars, having a conversation over the cigars, look how it's flowed. It's like we've known each other forever, right? The comfort is there, the openness is there, and it just adventures different ups and downs, and you know what I mean? Like that's the whole beauty of the cigar.
Yeah, it's not even so much about the cigar; it's the conversation,
Yeah.
that time. Because, like you said, a good cigar will burn like an hour, and you're not going to be doing work or anything
No.
like that, right?
The liquor helps too, but
Oh, liquor is a social lubricant.
That's it.
But you look at it, we've talked about Matilde, we talked about my father, we talked about my kids, we talked about the freaking park, we talked about the government, we talked about other people's cigars.
yeah.
I mean, we talked about everything. It's a conversation.
Yep.
That's what
That's
we
it.
have. That's what the government's trying to take away from us, right? It's that
Yeah.
freedom of conversation. It's that wall that's coming down. And whatever anybody can do, they should keep on doing it, keep on pushing, because it starts with cigars, and it's up way with saying who we can see and we can't see.
I could spin off on that one quite a bit, but I'm not going to on this one about the whole
Let's not go
government
into the
trying to
rabbit
restrict
hole.
the cigars.
We'll save that for part 2.
Yeah. But again, like look at this. I'm smoking this thing down like it's a fucking blunt, and I'm smoking it down to the last little bit.
Was the ring sweet? Did you smoke the ring?
No, I didn't smoke the ring.
It's made out of sugar.
The glue adds
No.
a whole other flavor profile to it, and it unlocks it. The glue.
No, but like
The Bedmosco. We don't use Bedmosco. We use it's a special it's a special whale sperm that we use that gives it that nice flavor.
the whale sperm, eh? Okay.
Ah.
High in
Perfect.
protein.
But you know what?
Anyways, but
I like how your bands pull off easy because one of my things with cigars is because I like a lot of the bands and some of the bands you try to pull off and they just tear and like they're just over glued
Just that
and
whale sperm, babe.
it's the whale
It's a
sperm,
whale
yeah.
sperm.
it's a common mistake. You when you're trying to ban the cigars, they try to ban it too quickly. You
Yeah,
put too much of the moscola on it. But moscola is it's like a vegetable, right? It's
Mm.
100% organic. They put it on, and what it happens, it gets too much of the ban, and sometimes it goes in towards the wrapper, and
yeah.
that's why it sticks and it breaks. It's something that you try to avoid as much as possible, but you got to be able to ban the cigars at a good pace in order for it not to happen. By the way, is there like sunshine? You have a window coming in through the left or your right? There's like
Yeah,
a
that's
stream of.
We
Gotcha,
actually
yeah.
we do this out of the garage.
It's just like a stream of heaven going
That's
right
it.
into it.
yeah, that's it.
And if we were
The
to
light.
pan the camera that way, it's pure
Black, all
smoke
dark.
show in here. We've completely literally hotboxed this whole garage with cigar smoke.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
majestic.
thing.
We're getting triple dose right now. That's for sure. But it's one of those things like our podcast is based upon like relatability, right? There's so many people out there that are doing what we do. They have their friends over in the garage, the backyard, they smoke the cigars, they have their conversation, and they talk about what they talk about. And that's really the premise of this, is we're
It's a
just doing
beautiful
what
premise.
we do what everybody does, and we're just putting it on camera.
It is a beautiful premise. It's a great premise. I think COVID helped a lot with that too.
It did, yeah.
With the groups, the Zoom, and all that stuff, it helped a lot. I have perfs on Wednesdays. I jump in once in a while to herb that I got invited to a long time ago, or Tri-Fest, Tri-State Perf. And I got invited as a guest once to talk about Matilde. And then once in a while, I just jump in. It's just a great way to talk and have a conversation. The cool thing is, before you were smoking with people beside you.
Yeah.
Now you're because of the Zoom, because of this technology, you have a conversation with anybody, anywhere in the world, and you have, guys that are living in New York, in New Jersey, Canada, London, wherever you are, right? And you're like in a smoking lounge, but a virtual smoking lounge. It's very cool.
It's made it easier because one of the things when we started this was like, okay, when we eventually do start having guests, like, how are we going to do this? And we're told like the virtual thing is that's the new thing. And I personally was against it because I think there's no replacement for actually having someone sit down in the physical and conversate with them. But when you deal with, people like yourself that's always on the go, you're here, you're there, how else can you do it?
Oh, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's impossible. I've had conversations. I've had podcasts where I'm talking to somebody at 2 a.m. in the morning because of our time difference. The only way to do that is me having to travel and say, well, I'm going to Canada. I'll be in Canada in 2026 in April.
Yeah.
Do I have time? Because I'll be traveling, and that's where this comes in. That's what the beautiful about this. So it's a way to go nowadays. I mean, if you can be in person, it's great. It's beautiful. But this is as close as you get to being in person as you can when it comes to this type of conversation, this type of relatability, right?
So that being said, when is your next trip to Canada?
Next year.
Next year?
It's not gonna be now. It's too fucking cold now. Yeah, you guys are already back.
Don't worry, we'll get you one of those Canadian geese jackets. You'll be like good to go.
If you get me to Canada, you're gonna see me fucking Montreal Blanc or somewhere skiing. You're not gonna see me down fucking Toronto doing events or anything like that. Nah, fuck that. I'm an island boy, man. I like my beach. I like my cigars. I have an air conditioner everywhere, so I'm not hot. I like the cold for 15 days, and it's just do sports, and then come back to my nice little warm weather. But I like
I'm not
Canada summers or fall. fall, I think Canada for fall is still have, let's say, acceptable cold, right? But
Yeah.
then the turn of the leaves and all that is just a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has its beauty. The fall is nice. The summer is a bit crazy because we get that stupid humidity here.
That's it.
Yeah.
I will never complain.
No.
Winter is coming, -40 is coming. Take all the heat,
Yeah.
bring it on, global warming, let's go.
That's why I don't complain.
100%, man. Well, the cool thing that you guys have is that you look forward to different seasons, to different times. So you have a time of misery, but you have that, that light at the end of the tunnel where spring is coming.
Yep.
And that
Yeah.
first beautiful day of spring is so beautiful.
It
when
is.
the fucking cold cracks, you have something to look for. We live in a internal. It's like hotter. And
We can
honestly,
switch places. We can switch
no,
places.
fuck that. No, fuck
I
that. You become
don't
Booger.
want to look forward. I just want it all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
But
hey,
I lived in Rochester for a while, and I
Oh,
miss
yeah.
I don't miss the winters, but I do miss the change of the season, St. Antonio.
Got you.
And I remember the first time I got to Rochester, it was spring. It was like 50 degrees. And I saw people viejo barbecuing, frisbeeing. Me being from the Dominican Republic, these motherfuckers are crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are they doing with this cold? And needless to say, after I went through the first winter, I think I was out barbecuing at 40. I'm like, ooh, it's nice and warm. So you have that to look forward to. Life isn't sweet without the bitter, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you guys get a little bit of everything.
I would still sacrifice the cold, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, I'm good without the cold.
Yeah.
It's funny because my wife was showing us a video earlier. It's actually snowing in Bogota right now.
Yeah, Bogota is a nice and cool. Bogota is cool across the whole year. It's nice. It's got very beautiful weather.
Bogota is like you go there and you can get spring, summer, fall, and winter in one day.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's like
It's crazy
like
there, man.
PMS.
Yeah.
It's like PMS.
It's crazy.
Um,
Like you put on your shorts in the afternoon, and then in the fucking nighttime you're putting on your winter jackets and shit because
Perfect
it's fucking
sleeping.
0 degrees.
Perfect sleeping weather.
Nah, because they still build their houses. It's all cement and brick and shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
don't have like heaters and AC units and shit like that unless you're like rich.
Mhm.
Yeah,
dude, cement is king, my friend.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Cement is king. It's the only way hurricanes don't fucking crush us.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Have you ever
We had a Category 4 hurricane going straight through our hometown. My house was intact because it was cement.
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys are into hurricane season now, right?
Yeah, but we're blessed. Dominican Republic is very blessed when it comes to that. I always say, at least up until now, we have a very big hurricane that hits us once every generation.
Okay.
My grandfather was San Seno. My mother was David. I got Hurricane George. But for example, Maria, which is a Category 5, it was about to hit us and just deviated. It's because of the currents that we have.
Yeah.
Usually the hurricanes deviate and don't hit us, but when they hit us hard. But I've only experienced one like massive destruction hurricane, which was '98, and that was George.
Did you guys get the hurricane? What was it when we were in Barbados?
Barbados is another
when the
one.
hurricane started. What was the name of that hurricane?
Oh, I don't know. That screwed me over.
It's the one that like wiped out the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Dorian?
No,
Was the name of it?
no, we didn't get it.
Okay, yeah. We were in Barbados at the start. When this guy decided to get married in Barbados, and he drug
good
us
for
into a
you.
hurricane.
We did.
And
Well,
we're
you
trying
know
to be
what?
outside during the hurricane.
That was one of my golden moments.
It's an unforgettable wedding.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Hey, the hurricane was coming, and we were on the beach taking photos and videos. Like, yeah, this is our first hurricane. We're excited about it.
Like
Dude,
everybody's trying to buy supplies to survive, and we're just buying beer.
Dude, hurricanes are crazy. When you get the first half and the eye, it's the most beautiful weather in the world. It's so crazy. And it's like 45 minutes of bliss.
Yeah.
And then when the second part comes in, it comes even harder and it just hits you like straight on. But it's crazy how you get, fear, you get demolishing power, and then you just get fucking heaven for 44 minutes, 45 an hour. And then after I was like, yeah, fuck you. I'm going back in. Boom, and it comes back in.
Yeah.
It was
Pero
it
it's
was an
nature, man.
interesting experience, that's for sure.
I should have bring in my sunglasses here.
Remember we bought those burgers and we bought these big burgers and then we cooked them and they turn into
We get in a burger.
these little tiny.
Like, wait, this
It was
is
all
it?
water.
But
It
I
was
never
all
forget
water.
the looks we got when we went to go buy. Like, we're like, oh, we need some more beer.
Look at that.
We need some more chips.
Look at this shit.
Candy.
And everybody's just
Look at that.
watching.
This is how much I'm smoking this thing down. Like I'm down to
Holy
the point.
shit.
He came in the midst of
Like,
the hurricane.
You're burning your lips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My God.
but that's years of weed smoking. My lips are good to go with that shit. I'm
So you're
smoking.
pretty happy everything got. You're pretty happy everything got legalized, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. It was made for you guys. And I can actually say that.
Hey,
Finally, we got something.
you know what?
Something up here.
Maple syrup. That's what this could be.
I don't like maple syrup. I'll take this over maple syrup.
Maple syrup
You know what?
and this cigar.
That's one of the things I always buy when I'm in Canada, where I tell like it when Paul, Rich, or Dan they're coming down, we're gonna see them. Like, you got these maple syrup is one thing, but then you have this whole industry out of maple syrup. Those maple syrup cookies or butter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit!
People don't know.
that shit's much.
You like that? You like the maple syrup cookies?
Are you fucking kidding me? When I go there, I buy them like crazy, and I don't share in my house. I'm like, no, that's mine. You get your maple syrup, but it is mine.
That stuff is like crack.
That's actually
It is like
one thing when we go to Colombia to visit the wife's family. We always bring the maple cookies. I can't stand them. The maple flavor anything, I'm not a fan of.
You call yourself Canadian? How dare you?
I'm denouncing my Canadian-ish because I'm not down with the way Canada
The
is.
only way I will denounce my Canadianship is if I can move somewhere hot and get away from winter for good. I'll be gone.
No, I'm gone. I'm gone to Colombia once a few years is done. I'm out of here. I'm gone to Colombia. I'm going to like Santa Marta or something, and I'm gonna live life on the beach and maybe get my own cigar thing going.
Once Venezuela calms down, yep, I'm go. I'll be gone.
I'm here. I'm not moving anywhere. So you guys do
I
that.
don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I'm not going anywhere.
I've never
Colombia's a
actually,
great place.
I've never been to Dominican. So like for example, like if you were to say to people that have never been to the Dominican, what would be your selling points to traveling or moving to the Dominican?
Well, fuck. For starts, our main industry is tourism, so it's pretty
Yeah.
safe, and we're very well adapted to receiving people.
Yeah.
I think with this year we got about 8 million visitors.
Yeah, you guys.
But we have our country has it all. I mean, it's not because it's I'm Dominican. We have it all. We have you get the southeast side of our country, the sea, El Caribe. It's not as wavy, and it's got all these all-inclusive resorts. So it's like kind of your beach potato. You still have
Yeah.
like nice resorts you can walk around, but it's got the all-inclusive beach potatoes. You don't want to do anything, you just want to relax. We got those huge resorts. They have 3 clubs, 20 restaurants, 4 different places. So you have that type of tourism, right? Then you go to the north side, you have the Atlantic, you got more wavy. We're actually one of the kite capitals of the world. Cabarete, we do like kite surfing tournaments there. We have waking, we have surfing. So we have that side, and that's more of a European boutique, walking around tourism, experiencing the whole Dominican culture. Boutique hotel, you get out, you start walking, you're still on the beach, right? Then we have beaches and with mountains with the greenery, like
Mhm.
Samaná. Then we have the mountains. Dominican Republic has, I think, the highest peak in the Caribbean, which is at Pico Duarte. But we have like about an hour away from where I am right now, 2 hours, we have Jarabacoa, which is a beautiful mountain with city we can enjoy. The cool thing about the Dominican Republic is that everything that I've mentioned, right? Rivers, different types of beaches, the mountain, sporting, Casa de Campo. We like sporting, Casa de Campo, where I was born and raised. You have 7 golf courses. 15 tennis courts, you got boating, got fishing. It's a sporting resort, right?
Mm,
Everything's less than 8 hours away.
that sounds
So
awesome.
I can literally be playing golf in La Romana, and I can drive 5 hours and go to a cabin in the mountains. Or I can be making cigars in Santiago, and I can
Yeah.
drive an hour and 20 minutes and be in the beach. So that's a beautiful thing about our country. First of all, it's tourism. I mean, that's our base, right? So we're very well adapted towards receiving people. Our infrastructure is great for it. And we got airports all over the place, and our roads are pretty well off for, I say, a 2.5 world country. The people are extremely nice because of where we live, and everything's close by or relatively close by. I mean, you can go through our country, you can visit, you can backpack, you can be a beach potato, and it's safe. It's not a place, I mean, like anywhere in the world, right? If I tell you to not go to this place and you decide to go there, you're gonna get fucked. But it's gonna happen in Canada, it's gonna happen in the States, it's gonna happen in London, it's gonna happen anywhere, right? But if you stick to the places where you're supposed to be at, it's 100% safe. People are friendly, and there's so much fun. And obviously, we have cigars and rum. I mean, fucking kidding
So
me?
we're saying we're going.
We need a Dominican
We
trip,
we
man.
need a Dominican podcast.
Sure.
Like,
You should do Pro Cigar. Pro Cigars. February. It's a full week of cigar events, dinners. You start in La Romana in Tabacalera de Garcia, and then you see all the different cigar factories in Santiago. But everything, I think, I don't remember what the ticket price is. I think it's about $2,500. But it's the full 7 days of breakfast, lunch, dinner, transportation's already set. All you have to do is say, I want to visit this factory, this factory, this factory, this factory, this factory, this factory. And you just wake up. You can be hungover, you can be not hungover, wake up, get in the bus, and you'll get to do that activity. It's a great time to get to see the cigar industry. It's a great time to meet the cigar manufacturers and to actually go to their factories and their fields and learn more about cigars. Look for it, Pro Cigar Festival. It's always the week after what do you call this when you people fall in love? February 18th, Valentine's Day.
Valentine.
Valentine's Day. Okay, yeah.
It's
Well,
always a week after.
February is the perfect time to travel because I think that's the worst month that we get up here. It's like
Yeah.
cold and slushy.
And there's like nothing to look forward to.
No, there's nothing to look forward to up here, and fuck February.
So,
Even though I'm born in February, fuck February.
Yeah. February,
It's
that's
a
what we
good,
call February blues.
I got
and the cool
excuse.
thing is that we're still in winter, so our weather's not that bad. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not cold, but you're in the 80s, 85s.
Ooh, that sounds
So
mint.
it's a beautiful, beautiful weather. It's a great time, man. You get about what, 1,200 people, cigar smokers, just enjoying life.
Yeah.
So
Like
looking to,
I go to Florida quite a bit. I got a lot of family and stuff like that over there. And like every time I go February and they're just like in shorts and they're complaining that it's cold. I'll be like, you guys understand where I came from. And when I was in
yo,
when I was a heavy equipment mechanic, I'll be working outside in February and it's like minus 40 with the windshield. And like, yep, tools are
dude,
freezing up.
my wife's family, they do a trip to in winter. They travel winter to cold places, but usually they do Europe, the European side, which you're talking about, 12 degrees.
Yeah.
Maybe they go to negative once, right? And when I started dating my wife, they decided to go to Canada. Beautiful. But they took like their winter clothes, but the European winter clothes.
Oh
I was just
no.
started dating into that, right? And they were fucking miserable. I mean, I remember they were in Montreal Blanc, and the lady that where they were renting the cabin from, they're like, oh, it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's nice and sunny outside. It's only gonna be negative 25.
Yep.
And Gabby's my wife, when she's telling me all this, I'm like, but no, but you have winter clothes. I'm like, yeah, we have the winter clothes that we use for Europe. Like, no, that's not winter clothes. That's like the beginning of fall clothes for Canada and for cold places. You
Yep.
need fucking, as you said, the Canadian goose down jackets. You need 3 layers. You need fucking we need the fucking heat warmers right here in the coast.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
they had a miserable time because they weren't used to it. And you really, the only reason to go to places that cold is if you are a sporting guy. That's what I say.
Mm.
I'll go to places that cold if you're going to the mountain, you're going to be skiing, you're going to be snowboarding.
Mhm.
That's the only reason to withstand that kind of cold, or you live there. You know, you're masochist, you live there, you were born there, and all that kind of shit. But it's
Yeah.
either sporting or that's it.
Yeah.
There's really nothing else. I guess if you like ice fishing,
That's sport.
Snowmobiling.
snowmobiling,
Snowmobiling is pretty fun.
Yeah.
That's sporting.
Yeah, you're
You're saying
right.
ice fishing is sporting,
Um,
snowboarding is sporting, a power kiting is sporting, a skiing, that's all sporting. But just to
Actually-
go like walk around and visit, why the
No.
fuck would you?
Actually, I never even thought about that. You're right. Like, there is nothing good to do with it.
no, like daily life here in the winter sucks balls, dude. Like it's like
Because you got to start your car up, let it run for half an hour just to get some heat in it.
Exactly.
all that.
I remember you had those controller modes. Press it on. You're still
yeah.
you're still fucking you're still in bed. Turn it on. Let it go. Car's turned on. And you're still having breakfast, showering, all that kind of shit before you get down there. It's crazy. But you
Shovel
know,
the driveway.
it's like in the wintertime, like I'm a contractor and like you're carrying your toolboxes through downtown. And,
Oh
like
man, that's
you're
the
dragging
worst.
your toolboxes through the slush and the snow on the sidewalk. You're like, this fucking sucks.
yeah, 100%, man,
It's
100%.
Great. Another thing I hate winter for. I didn't even think
And
about.
and that too, and you get all the fucking retard drivers that don't know how to drive in the snow.
Yeah,
Because that's a whole nother concept in itself is driving in the snow.
that's a whole other
100%.
podcast.
Yeah, it's winter sucks.
And you would think that because they were born there, they know, but no, they
No.
don't.
No, there's a lot of
So
naive.
are you guys all in construction?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, we are actually, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks in the wintertime. It just makes life like way more challenging, and I can't wait till the day when things are aligned properly, and I'm like, that's it, I'm out, and I ain't coming back.
I can't wait for global.
You can come back in the summer, spring,
Fuck that.
fall. Summer's not bad.
Remember that global warming, it goes both ways. It's a pendulum. So the hotter it gets, the colder it gets during winter. So you don't want
know
more
what,
global
though?
warming.
At least with the extreme cold, you don't get the snow. So that's not too bad. So you see, I'm all for global. Bring it on. Bring it
There you go.
on.
Nah, but you know,
It
yeah,
is what it is.
I think every place has its nice places, and you got to find the positive sides. I mean, you're already there. You got to find the positives, and now you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah, you didn't even smoke that past the band, man.
I'm good.
One thing, we don't get like hurricanes and tornadoes and stuff.
We
though.
do get tornadoes though. We've been getting tornadoes the past
But
few
they're not
years.
bad where they're like,
No.
They're more like up north or
Mhm.
maybe towards the west, not in Toronto.
Mhm.
Toronto's like, if you're worried, if your biggest fear is dying because of the weather, Toronto's probably the safest.
Well, we've been
place.
getting the ice storms and shit like that.
You can survive that. No, that's not like really big deals.
Like last winter, we had all the ice storms, and like there was places probably an hour north of where we are. In the dead of winter, they were out of power for like a month from the ice storms.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's really fucked up, man.
Yeah.
That's just I have no words for that shit.
At least in the heat, you can find shade and survival, but in the cold, like it's just fucking cold. Like you're gonna
You die, you
turn-
freeze.
you're
We
gonna
need to change this topic, man. Winter is coming. I don't want to be
Winter's
put
coming.
the
It's like
border here.
what's this
Winter
shit
is
called?
coming
Winter's coming. That's Game of Thrones. Winter's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Winter is like hibernation time. You got to stock up on like the carbs and the root vegetables and shit like that, and you got to make sure your body is it's storing all the nutrients it needs, and then it's hibernation. You sit inside and you do nothing. We're already thinking about like how are we going to do this in the wintertime? We're going to need to get heaters and all this shit out here.
I feel sorry for you guys, but it's okay.
Thanks, man.
It's okay. You have healthcare and all that kind of shit. I got summer.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
know what? the healthcare is not that great, dude.
Well, in that case, you're fucked. I don't know what to say.
He's trying to help
You
us
have a-
out here.
He's
Just-
trying to
You
he's trying to
have
help us. Yeah.
okay. You have a Canada exclusive cigar. How about
There
that?
we go. We got something. We got something to be
Hey.
proud of.
good internet.
And maple
there's some
and maple. You got maple too. You got maple.
We got maple.
Maple's good.
Even though I don't like
You
maple,
hate it,
we
but
got
it's
maple.
good.
maple cookies.
However, maple bacon is actually not that bad.
Yes. And you got that what do you call it? That sweet bacon where they bake it with like spicy shit and maple syrup on it, and like they cook
Mhm.
it, and it's just like bacon candy. I think it's called
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. We definitely got the bacon game locked down.
You
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
eat pancakes?
I mean,
I don't
You
eat
eat butter?
pancakes.
You know butter?
Fuck pancakes.
No.
Are
eh?
you crazy, dog?
Oh man, no, I'm not into
dude,
this
pancakes.
guy?
you're a hater. Just stop.
What's
Yeah.
this guy?
Some
I
fluffy
can
pancakes,
eat
man.
pancakes, but like
I've known you for 16 years. You like betrayed me on so many levels today.
the whole pancake with the maple syrup, I don't like maple syrup. I don't like it.
Some do you with butter. That's why I asked that too.
We'll get some fucking Aunt Jemima.
Hey, Aunt Jemima got banned, man.
She lost her job.
You didn't know that? Aunt Jemima got banned.
I know that's pretty fucked up. It's like a generational. It's a full generation. It's a full icon, and they just like
Yeah, Jemima's gone. Uncle Ben is gone. Fucking, we lost everybody.
Uncle Ben lost his job. Rest in peace, bro.
that's crazy, man. I understand, but that shit woke thing, dude, it is what it is. It's been a brand for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Now, Aunt Jemima is called what? The Pearl something?
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's like Pearl something. I don't even buy the shit no more because it's just like fuck that. If it's not Jemima, I don't want it.
That just makes me sad.
Yeah.
It just I mean, out of all the things you've mentioned, that just makes me sad.
I miss Uncle
I
Ben.
remember.
Yeah,
It's
Uncle
just,
Ben.
dude,
But
it's
Jemima
cool.
was a real person. Uncle Ben was made up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a fictional. But like, man, like you had to cancel Uncle Ben. Like
The commercials were always good with Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben, growing up like broke.
We should
Uncle Ben, like
we
saved
should
the
do a
day
shot.
quite a
We
few
should do a
times.
shot for Uncle Ben.
You want to do a shot for Uncle Ben? Let's do a shot for
Let's do
Uncle
a shot
Ben.
for Uncle Ben.
For the fictional character.
Yeah, rip to my homeboy.
All right.
Right, rip to my home.
That's not a shot. That's a fucking pussy shot.
I don't like this one.
You don't like this one?
Look at my shiver and shake.
You leave me alone, damn it. It's a mechanic's hand and mechanic shake.
Where's your shot glass?
This is mine.
Where's mine?
I don't know.
It's behind there.
It's
Oh,
right
wait.
behind
Damn,
there.
son,
There
you
you
should
go.
be taking a shot of water.
This is what Cigar Talk Toronto is all about.
It's
Taking
a
shots for
beautiful
Uncle
thing.
Ben. Fictional.
And you know what? I think definitely when we put this podcast on YouTube and Spotify, we got to put definitely 18 plus.
Please.
Cheers.
So salute to Uncle Ben.
Salud, guys.
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima.
Salud. Guys, I don't want to cut it short, but I gotta get back to my kids and
Oh
my
yeah,
mother.
for sure.
Enrique, man, it's been a surprising
Blast.
blast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I appreciate I could surprise you guys. I'm always
And-
good for surprises, right? And it's been a pleasure talking to you guys, viejo. I think 2 hours, 2 hours, 20 minutes have passed. It feels like it's been 11 minutes. I just noticed because somebody came in and brought me a glass of water. I'm like, oh shit, it's been 2 hours already.
It's really been 2 hours and 20 minutes? Holy fuck.
Yeah.
We
It's
definitely
5:20.
have to do a part 2 to this for sure.
Definitely. Hey, send me some information. We're gonna send you some wine and stuff, and we definitely got to do this again, man. This has been a great episode, man. We enjoy talking to you. man.
Great conversation.
Yes,
Likewise.
sir.
Likewise,
And,
guys. You guys keep on smoking and keep on drinking that not spiced rum. Yeah.
And on that note, man, salute. We appreciate you, brother.
All right. Thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks for having me, man.
Ciao.
Salud.
Take care.
Rip Uncle Ben. I never felt so bad for Uncle Ben just now till just now.